It's the final week of fantasy baseball, and we've got you covered with the top 10 fantasy baseball ads coming up next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds. We are back for the final time here to give you the top 10 ads of the week. If you like this type of content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you will be notified whenever we drop an episode. Let's jump right in here to number 10. We have Luis Campusano, 21% owned, batting 5th in the lineup in San Diego. Last week he had 3 runs scored with a homer, 5 runs batted in, and a .420 average. He has a .300 average with over 150 at-bats here this season, and that's pushed Campusano to the middle of the San Diego lineup. He's likely going to start in 5 of the team's final 7 games to close out the year. Over to number 9, we have Brent Rooker, 21% owned, batting 3rd in the lineup in Oakland. He has 4 homers with 5 runs scored and 6 runs batted in with a .278 average over the last week. He was my early season waiver wire MVP, and he has completely gone all or nothing over the last 2 weeks. He's got 7 hits total in that time, 6 have left the yard. He could be a sneaky source of power here this week. JP Crawford is next, 41% owned, batting 1st in the lineup in Seattle. 5 runs scored with a homer, 4 runs batted in, and a .320 average. Crawford's on-base skills have translated into his leadoff spot in the lineup. With Seattle's offense coming alive over the last couple of months, that has pushed Crawford's run total over 90. Let's go to number 7. We have Jose Alvarado, 33% owned. He has 3 innings pitched in the last week here with 2 saves and 5 strikeouts, no ERA, .33 whip. Hard-throwing lefty, he looks to have supplanted Kimbrel as the closer in Philadelphia. He's still walking too many batters, but he has 21 strikeouts in the 14 innings that he has pitched since returning from elbow inflammation in August. Let's go to number 6. We got TJ Friedl, 53% owned, batting 2nd in the lineup in Cincinnati. Over the last 2 weeks, he's got 3 runs scored with 2 homers, 4 runs batted in, and 2 stolen bases with a .350 average. Although Cincinnati's offense has been all over the map, Friedl has remained a cheap source of home runs and stolen bases. Plus, with Bader out, you can expect Friedl to log the majority of the at-bats this week. To number 5 we go. We have Wade Miley, 44% owned. Last week he pitched 6 innings with 1 win, 7 strikeouts, no earned runs, and a .83 whip. He's the first of two start pitchers we are going to consider here for the week. Miley lines up against St. Louis on Tuesday. He has pitched his pitching line against him this past week, which was extremely solid, so go ahead and pick him up. To number 4 we go. Kenta Maeda, 51% owned. Last week he had 5 innings pitched with a win, 8 strikeouts, no ERA, .40 whip. Maeda, of course, is the second of the 2 start pitchers I would consider for the week here. He has been on a tear over the last 2 starts, picking up a pair of wins with 16 strikeouts and a .58 whip. You can expect a good start on Tuesday as Maeda lines up against the Athletics. To number 3, we have Jake Burger, 54% owned, batting 3rd in the lineup in Miami. He has 3 runs scored over the last week with 2 homers, 7 runs batted in, and a .333 average. Prior worries about Burger's aggressiveness at the plate leading to poor average, they can be put aside. You can breathe easy if you have him now. Burger has been traded, of course, to Miami, and he's up to 34 home runs now to go with his acceptable .248 average at the plate. To number 2 we go. We have Ryan O'Hearn, 43% owned, batting cleanup in Baltimore. Last week he posted 5 runs with a homer, 5 runs batted in, and a stolen base with a .367 average. O'Hearn has moved into the cleanup spot in Baltimore. This is largely in part to his .375 average in September. The hope here, of course, that O'Hearn plays out the full week to earn some serious counting stats for Baltimore's chase for the number 1 spot in the AL. And finally, at our number 1 spot, we got Zach Eiloff, 50% owned, batting 2nd in the lineup in Oakland. Last week, he had 3 runs scored with a homer, 3 runs batted in, and 2 stolen bases with a .360 average. Eiloff was a sexy pickup a few weeks ago, so it's kind of surprising to see him on the waiver wire in half of leagues. A full season from Eiloff could look very similar to that of Bobby Witt Jr. So I would be on the waiver wire right now to go and pick him up. And that's going to do it here for this episode. and for the season. I want to thank you guys so much for watching these and supporting the channel here with your likes and your comments. If you are a big fan of this type of content, of course, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And don't miss out on our Fantasy Baseball series to wrap up the season for your chance to win a Corbin Carroll and a Julio Rodriguez PSA 10 rookie card. Well, that's going to do it here for us. Thank you guys again for watching. We're going to sign off for now, but we are going to catch you guys on our next episode.